Everyone. I'm excited today to talk to you about some science that my husband and I have come across that has absolutely changed our lives and the way that we feel, the way that our bodies work, the way that our genes express, the way we take medicines or don't take medicines anymore. I hope that this will change your life and bless you in the way that ours has been blessed, and that maybe it will bless other people that you know. I'm going to talk to you today about 3 different sciences that we've come across. The first you've probably heard of, it's inflammation. Everyone has it, either acute or chronic. In fact, most of us have chronic and don't even know it. Acute, we're more aware of. It comes from injury or exercising. Something gets twisted, maybe a virus. We've overworked some part of our body and it leaves injury and pain, and we can feel that inflammation in our body. But the chronic inflammation is actually more dangerous, and it's inside of our bodies. We all have this and don't even realize it. We don't feel it, but it leads to things like, cancer, diabetes, heart attacks, strokes. Those are the things that are the sudden killers that we don't see coming out of anywhere. And all of a sudden it's changed our lives forever or even ended our lives. So what are some of the symptoms that we have chronic inflammation? You can look at this list and probably see several things that you're suffering with that maybe you didn't have an answer for, and now you do. So what could cause it? What puts that chronic inflammation in our bodies to begin with? It might have been a virus or something that we had that wasn't treated fully and was left behind when the virus ended, that we have inflammation left over. It might have come from an autoimmune disorder, or it could have come from some of our environment or stress. Let's just think about that for a minute. Haven't we all had some stress over the last few years? And it causes inflammation in our bodies that can lead to all sorts of problems. So how do we improve it? Well, if you don't know you have it, you probably aren't doing anything about it right now, but maybe you should. If you know you have it, you're probably stuck on some medication that has side effects, and now you're taking more medication to counteract the medication. Well, I'm here today to talk to you about a supplement that could help as a natural anti-inflammatory. Comes from turmeric or curcumin. They are both large molecules. And so I'm going to talk to you about a product that has broken them down to the very smallest aspect of turmeric. It's about 4 molecules of the turmeric plant. It's known as tetrahydrocurcumin, and it's only available through Activz Trifecta. This is a product that literally harnesses a patented process to wrap these tiny molecules in a Siloc-Dexkey wrap to time release it in the body, deep inside the intestines, where it can be absorbed quickly and sent to the part of the body that is dealing with the inflammation. This is going to be a natural anti-inflammatory with no side effects that is going to counteract that $600 billion industry that people are pouring money down the drain to take care of pain. And most of the time, those products are causing side effects. Optimend takes care of the pain at the source, naturally, safely, and without side effects. The second science that I want to talk to you about is butyric acid. This is a short-chain fatty acid that should be created in the healthy gut bacteria. But let's face it, most of us don't have a healthy microbiome. Most of us don't have a healthy gut. So we're not getting it through the food that we eat. We got it through colostrum as a baby. We can get it through butter and ghee, but we're just not getting enough of it in our diet. And if our gut is not creating it, we are all depleted on this short chain fatty acid. So what does that mean? Well, butyric acid helps the gut and the brain. Thus, the connection between those two causes the name of our product, which is link. It's the link between the gut and the brain. In the gut, butyric acid helps plug the leaks in our gut. 7 out of 10 people walking around have leaks in their gut. It's causing everything from having to wear diapers to allergies and everything in between. But almost every one of us has some form of leaky gut. It's going to help with a healthy microbiome, which is going to then create more butyric acid. It's feeding the endothelial and epithelial cells, which is what actually plugs those leaks in our gut, because the cells get nice and tight and create a healthy layer there in our gut lining. This leads to digestive health throughout the entire digestive system. And it also creates more mitochondria, which gives us a natural energy from deep inside every cell in our body. In the brain, it's going to create more neurons and help with the synaptic connections between the neurons. It's going to increase BDNF, which, just to explain that in layman's terms, is like Miracle-Gro for your brain. Don't we all want that? Don't we all want to get rid of the brain fog and be able to have that extra oomph to help our brain work better, faster, stronger? It also balances hormones like dopamine and serotonin, giving you a shot of happy naturally, safely from the brain. Well, if it's so powerful and necessary, why isn't it all over in every store? Butyric acid has a very distinctive smell. If you've ever been around anybody with the stomach flu, it's kind of an acidic, uh, nasty smell. That's butyric acid coming from the gut. It's actually a really powerful thing, but it has a powerful taste. And so it's not been marketed very well. There are forms of butyrate on the market, but they've all been altered in some form or another to try and mask the smell. Our product, Link, is wrapped in the same technology that Optimend was wrapped in. This wraps every single molecule and actually masks the smell, wraps it deep inside so you can't smell it, you can't taste it, allows it also to time release in the intestinal tract for best absorption. The third science that I want to talk to you about is the Elliott-Cresson metal, and it's the NRF2 activation is the science. We're going to be talking about that in just a moment. This metal kind of started it all. This was given to a doctor by the name of Dr. Joe McCord back in 1997. This metal was given to scientists or inventors, someone who created or found something that changed basically things for everyone in the world. It's been given to people like Henry Ford, Orville Wright, Alexander Graham Bell, Madame Curie, and Dr. Joe McCord. Well, Dr. McCord, even though you haven't heard of him, his discovery literally has changed the way that science works and the way that the doctors and the medical professionals are looking at the body now. He's been nominated for the Nobel Prize of Medicine multiple times since his discovery. He discovered an enzyme called SOD, or superoxide dismutase. It's actually measured in McCord units named after him. So what is SOD? SOD is a little magical molecule within every cell of our body that takes out free radicals. So free radicals are the nasty byproduct of us expending energy. So if we're eating, breathing, walking, talking, exercising, going to the gym, anything, we're creating free radicals as a byproduct. It's unavoidable. You have them, I have them. On a basically standard day, we have about 300 sextillion in our body. That's 23 zeros behind that 3. Yes, we know that antioxidants affect free radicals, but you would have to literally eat a boatload to be able to take care of this. Kids have this enzyme in them called SOD that acts like Pac-Man. It goes around and it gobbles up those free radicals, and it keeps them at bay so that they don't start to get out of balance and cause oxidative stress in the body. Oxidative stress is the major cause of almost every disease known on Earth. It leads to cellular death in the body, and when you have too many cells die in your body, you either have severe disease or you also die. So if we lower oxidative stress, we're going to lower the disease state of the body. That's what our third science is about. That's what our third product does. Not only does it lower oxidative stress, though, it does so much more than that. We're going to stop just for a second and talk about what I was talking about a minute ago. So antioxidants take out free radicals, but they work on a one-to-one basis. So that would be like trying to fight a fire with a thimble full of water. Yes, water puts out fire, but it's just not strong enough to put out a house fire. If you want to really make an impact, you need a fire hose that's continually releasing water. That's the difference between eating a superfood that is it's an antioxidant and taking out one free radical in your body versus taking our product genomics, which restarts this enzyme, killing 1 million every second, like that fire hose. So activating the enzyme in the body also activates NRF2. So NRF2 is a balancing protein that when you wake it up in the body, which is what Dr. McCord accidentally did when he was trying to stimulate SOD, he actually stimulated this protein, and that has now become the bigger science. So stimulating NRF2 in the body balances all of the things that have gotten out of whack as we've gotten older. NRF2 is a signaling protein that speaks to our genes and allows our genes to either produce more or produce less so that they become more balanced like they were when we were children. It also turns back on a lot of enzymes that have gone to sleep as we've gotten older, like SOD, catalase, glutathione, our survival genes. Yes, our survival genes are important. They do exactly what they sound like. They help us to survive and thrive. Genomics is the strongest NRF2 activator in the world. It opens that pathway 10 times longer than the first NRF2 activator that came out about 20 years ago. And his science just keeps evolving. Being able to work with doctors and scientists that understand these products and these ingredients and what they do inside the body is absolutely incredible for your health. We all have genes that are programmed to do something, to go in some direction based a lot on our past. So look to your grandparents, your parents, maybe even your great-grandparents if you know what they suffered with. Chances are some of the things that they went through are on this list. And are you predisposed to follow in their footsteps? Well, what if you could take a different path? What if you could change the direction of how your genes are functioning and how they're expressing? That's what we want to help you do through these products. We want to help you lessen your pain naturally, lower the inflammation in your cells, lessen the pain that you feel inside and the inflammation that's, or the pain that you feel outside and the inflammation that you don't feel on the inside that could be leading to something more serious. We want to feed the cells and strengthen your brain, help your digestive system to run properly, and then lower the oxidative stress level on every single cell in your body, 40 to as much as 70%, and balance your genes and enzymes and bring them back into a balance to where you were at when you were a teenager, back when you didn't think about health, back when you just felt good, had energy, and ran fast. Now, I don't know if it'll bring you back to that level, but what if it'll take your quality of living up a step? What if it'll bring your quality of life up? And if you can do it safely, naturally, and with no harmful side effects, what do you have to lose? These products together are called the Trifecta. You can actually order all 3 of them at a discount over buying them individually. Get back with the person that sent you this video and they can tell you how to do that. And you don't have to take my word for it. PubMed.gov has over 1 million studies talking about the sciences, talking about the ingredients, talking about what they do for the body. And you can find more specific information on the products in general or in specific that I just talked about from Activz on activz.info. Get back to the person that sent you this information and they also can answer more questions. Thanks for spending a little bit of time with us today. We look forward to letting you try these products. They do have a 90-day money-back guarantee. We're so sure that they will make a difference in your life. Thank you for taking time to watch this. Get your questions answered and start feeding your body properly so you too can have the best health possible.